Hey guys, it's me, Christina, and I have a book review on The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefater. So, I love this book. This book was so beautiful and, magical. It's just so good. So, it's about, these, group of people. So, there are a bunch of different characters. So, there is Blue, who is in a family of psychics, but she is not a psychic. She doesn't have any psychic abilities other than she, makes, things stronger for other people. So, on this, day, she goes with her, aunt. I think, she's not really a real aunt, or maybe she is. I don't really know. But, and they go on this day because on this certain day, spirits, they're, crossing over or something like that. And, so, Blue ends up seeing this spirit, and said his name was Gansey. And then it's she says, if you see a spirit on All Saints Eve, it's either you're his true love or you killed him. And Blue has been told her entire life that she is going to kill her true love with a kiss. And so, she has never kissed anyone because of that reason alone. Like, and then we get into the other characters who I love. I love all these guys. There is Gansey, who, of course, is the spirit that Blue saw, but he is now alive and, everything. And he is obsessed with this king named Glendower, who, apparently was, he was buried. Maybe he was, buried alive, I think. And, you can ask him for a favor if you find. And then there's these things called ley lines. And, he was buried on the ley line. And I really don't know. Sometimes, it can get confusing. But it's, I love this book because it was just, once you start reading it, you're just oh my god, what's happening? I can't stop reading. It just, sucks you in. And I read one of Maggie Stiefater's other books, which was Shiver, and it was okay. It was not my favorite. I never continued on with the series, but this is just the way it's, the subject matter is just, so magical. So, Yancy and his friends end up, Adam ends up, contacting a psychic and saying, okay, we're gonna make an appointment. And then, Blue's mom ends up calling her and, saying, oh yeah, Gansey made an appointment, and, you need to be here when, he's here. And, because Gansey ended up, when he was, recording stuff, on his tape recorder, he ended up hearing his voice, and, he doesn't know what's going on, and he wants to, find out more, about Glendower, and he wants to find Glendower and ask him for this favor, because, there's, so much stuff that happens in this book, and it's crazy. And while she's working, she meets this guy, as she calls him President Cell Phone, and she just thinks that he's, this typical rich kid, but, when Yancey, talks, sometimes, he doesn't, understand, if he's, insulting someone or not, because, of reasons. And, so then, because he wanted her to talk to Adam, because Adam likes Blue, and, oh my god, it was such a funny scene, even though, and then, Ronan and his brother ended up getting into another fight, because Ronan had found his father when he was killed, and it kind of screwed Ronan up, and like all this stuff happens. Ronan ends up finding a raven, which he names Chainsaw, and I just love like the little scenes. Like I love like Gansey has like this really like old car, and it's like bright orange, and like it's like half like dead. And Adam, he is like, I love Adam because like I just feel so bad for him sometimes, but like because of his family, like his father beats him up, and like he like works so hard in school, and he does his job, and he saves up money, and he doesn't want anyone to own him. So that's why he doesn't really let like Gansey like pay for things and like other stuff. So, and when Blue and Adam meet, like she ends up giving him her phone number, and then we at like Adam wasn't at school, so Gansey ends up going to his house, and he had been beaten up, and it was like so bad, and like I feel so bad for Adam, like, and then they end up going to the psychic appointment, and they all like realize, oh my god, so President's cell phone is Gansey, and like he and there's Adam, and like this like psychic was like, it was so intense, like, and then like one of her aunts like read Ronan, and he got like really upset, and he left, and like all this stuff, and he's like asking about ley lines, and like her mother won't answer, and she doesn't want Blue to be around these guys because like they're just, they have like this strong power. And then there's this other like guy, Welk, who is their Latin teacher, who finds out that Gansey is also looking for Glendower, and he's crazy, like, and like all this stuff that happens. And then there's this other character, Noah, who I love, and we find out like all this stuff. And then there's when they go into this woods, like they ended up seeing like things, and then like the trees are speaking in Latin, and it's freaking crazy. Like all this stuff is happening, and like she ends up telling Gansey that like, oh yeah, I can't kiss anyone because if I kiss someone they will die. And he ends up telling her, well, he's like allergic to bees. So one time, like when he was a kid, he ends up getting stung by hundreds of bees and ends up mostly dying. And he heard a voice that saying like about Glendower, like he's gonna find him, and like no one believed him, like that saying like, no, that's insane, like you could have like heard that voice. And like so when he like something happened, like, and then Blue and Gansey found a body. Now this is when I started freaking out. Like I'm like, oh my god, who is this? It was like old, like it was like mostly, it was a skeleton, and it was an Aglumby student, and we find out that it was Noah. So Noah is a ghost mostly, and kind of, but like not really, and it's really complicated. And like when they removed his bones from the ley line, he started like feeling like really sick, and like all this stuff, and I just love this book. And then when they like found out who killed Noah, they just like, we need to like stop this guy. And then like Neve, who is Blue's like aunt or something, like was in contact with this guy but hasn't been in contact since, and like she ends up like taking him captive, and like all this stuff happens. Oh, and like when there was, oh, and Welk like tries to kill Gansey, and like, oh my god, like I was freaking out. And then uh Ronan takes Adam home, and his father starts like beating him up, and Ronan can't get in trouble because then he will get suspended and go to jail or something like that. And so he ends up telling the police officer, no, my father was beating me up, and like I would like to press charges. So he ends up leaving his house for good and going into Mama. And like Noah was talking, like telling them all like that he didn't really care about this Glendower stuff when Welk and him were doing. It was just him, like he was just going along for the ride. And Welk used to be like a rich kid, and he was like, and then he like snapped a cord, and like some stuff happened, like his father, and like then Adam like is like, okay, I need to take care of this, so he's gonna be like sacrificed to it. Everyone ends up going out to the woods, like finding him and like seeing him, and like then Adam is like thinks that he's gonna kill him, and then but like all this stuff happens, and like things like start going wrong, and like um Welk was like killed by these like creatures, I think, and I'm not really sure. Like it was like crazy, and then Ronan says, "Well, I pulled chainsaw from my dreams," like and like oh my god, it was insane. So I love this book. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Happy reading. Bye, guys.